Firstly, let us not postulate here. What Ardenne has proposed is that we are saying, well, they have proposed that condoms are a viable option, they are a viable alternative. But that does not mean that they are the answer. To be the answer, there needs to be a profound thinking process. There needs to be a holistic scope, and that is what is lacking. Condoms serve as a preventative, not a curative, and therein lies the problem. And when I did ask the point of information, what was presented to me was condoms are the answer. That alone cannot and will not suffice. What they have done also is to suggest that the proposition is advocating abortion. What they have done also is to suggest that the proposition has advocated moral and resistance to views. That's not what we are saying. We are nor a proponent nor opponent of abstinence. The macro level initiative, what we are discussing, deals with education. It deals with family planning techniques, physical aid. All of these are macro to serve as the preventative. What serve as the curative? No, we don't need that vaccine. As my point of view, as not within my personal aspect.
You speak of education, but there's time. You speak of education, but there's time something like Barbados, like 192% research rate. Yes, it is third, it is third behind something like Jamaica and Haiti. Now, education is the answer. Why would Barbados be third?
Again, you're not listening. I never said one entity alone. Let's take the students the desks this year are a part of the institution that is the school. The teachers are a part of the institution. You're not placing importance on one institution, one entity. What we're saying that we want a holistic approach, and education alone cannot survive. Family planning alone cannot survive. What survives is that holistic approach. Let me continue my The following is the disclaimer for the condom, for the Trojan condom, the #1 condom in America. Although highly protective against pregnancy, we cannot guarantee 100% effectiveness. When used properly, condoms may help reduce the risk of catching or spreading many, not all, sexually transmitted diseases. However, condoms cannot eliminate the risk.
Not effective.
To all those within the parameters of my voice, today I continue the proposition stance that condoms are not the answer. Of course, the proposition realizes that condoms can be useful in the health to reduce teenage pregnancy and HIV/AIDS. However, the problem is far too greater than this contraceptive, which is plagued with a relatively low level of reliability. 3%, Madam Chair, is too much. We also recognize particularly from the 2003 findings in Jamaica that there are innocent people who succumb to HIV/AIDS and other STIs without any sexual contact. Consequently, if we continue to be majority in solving this problem, we could only be allowing for alternative ways of transmitting the HIV.
You can't take it. Dude.
Because you're the second speaker who assured me that there are and you know you're presenting this matter. What is your stance? Please say what your stance is. The stance
is, what we are saying now is that what we have is only half of the solution. We would love to come up here and say that there is a solution. We would love to come and say there is an answer. But the fact is there isn't. It's incomplete. So far, and the curative one, that is the vaccine, as stated by my first speaker, mentioned by Dr. Wayne Cox, suggested that it is almost there. We cannot categorically say that we have a solution, and so you haven't proven that condoms will suffice. It serves as a preventative, not a curative. There ought to be and should be a double effect, a dual effect, and it would be derelict not to mention.
No.
I will be my last name. Honorable judges, despite religious affiliation and proven and unanimous, it is not our aim to neither denounce nor promote abstinence, nor in the present sociological context and the distortion of sex last as a necessary human being, as sexual creatures. We have all witnessed where HIV/AIDS have killed more than 60 million people across the world, particularly all over the world, based on the history of the use of, based on the rise of HIV/AIDS and other STIs. We understand the reason for the opposition stance. But since this is very popular 5 years ago, but times have advanced and we are more knowledgeable, and as such, let us accept the reality that condoms are not the answer and promote a more comprehensive strategy that will help us to better solve the problem of HIV/AIDS along with teenage pregnancy. Let us not expect CNN Anderson Cooper and Christine Amanpour to recite the old dated mantra that condoms are the answer to the severe problems in Sudan and the Darfur. Particularly come back to the Ardenne High School. In addition to physical aid and the promotion of further scientific research, Jason mentioned earlier, we also promote fidelity between partners again a part of the macro approach. Reality TV shows like HBO Shop 5, Real Sex on MTV's Real World have shown us how individuals use condoms in an attempt to explore their sexuality with total strangers. Of course, the experience of this may cause us to conclude that condoms then are the answer. But what about the many pornographic actors who have succumbed to HIV/AIDS? Executive directors of Vivid Entertainment and Wicked Pictures concur that state laws cannot go so far, can do. Actors like the
points of fame going over. 5 minutes.
Have been infected with HIV. 5 minutes of conscience. What say you to them? What about the 80 to 60 million people rather around the world? It only serves as a preventative, not a curative, and therein lies the fallibility. This is a stance that has long been recognized by the United Nations. However, this does not negate the usefulness or preclude the effectiveness of condoms, albeit limited in its scope. What we need to do is to ensure that we educate our people about the best healthy sexual practices while still pushing for these answers, this definitive answer, not a
viable solution
aspect or viable option. Nations around the world's most powerful countries endure this strategy based on scientific research, while the opposition still eternally tied to the updated view that condoms are the answer. The fight against HIV/AIDS and other STIs will only be successful with our assertive efforts from a better strategy that is comprehensive.
You can't stop, you finish it.
Honorable judges, despite our obvious good luck, the proposition is not a replica of the 19th century Logo Casanova. However, in some extensive research, we are forced to conclude that condoms are not the answer. While it can operate as a band-aid over the wounds of HIV/AIDS and other dilemmas such as teenage pregnancy, we remain resolute that we won't hear Pastor Harold Bishop, Blair, singing or preaching, condoms are the answer for the world today. Above them, there is no other. With that, I rest. Thank you.